U-N-I-T-Y. Okay, this is testing.
You bet your ass we're devolving.
Bravery has a face, a name. Like Nancy, Daniela, or Carl. And same as everyone else on the block, Bravery has a family. The foundations of Cigna and New York Life introduce the Brave of Heart Fund, providing healthcare workers with peace of mind and financial support if they lose their life. They're out there, protecting our families. Let's protect theirs.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first ever virtual Ask Innovation and Leadership Awards. I'm Amber Martignon, and my preferred pronouns are she, her. I'm currently the chair of America's Service Commission Board and the executive director of the Serve Washington Commission. I'm very excited to join you tonight from the beautiful Olympia, Washington. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge that I join you from the ancestral lands of the Coast Salish people. Even though we're not together in person, looking out over the beautiful Capitol in Washington, D.C., like we did last year, it's truly wonderful to spend this time with you. I hope you are joining us in good health and that you're staying as safe as possible and that you're making time for yourselves and your family right now. That is really, really important. To say 2020 has been a difficult year would be an understatement. Our country is facing a public health emergency, a looming economic crisis, and mounting divisions between Americans racially, politically, and ideologically. And when I think of the divisiveness, I know that I can and must do better, and that we can and must do better, and in fact, that we will. In our work, we get to see people doing better every day. In communities across our state and across our nation, there are people looking for ways to make a difference, to get involved, to support their neighbors, whether that be through formalized service programs like national service, or through community-based volunteer programs, or civic engagement. I'm proud to be a part of the National Service Network and the network of state commissions that supports those efforts and leads those efforts across the country. And even when times are trying, we get to see and hear and support the hard work of programs, of members, and of volunteers in AmeriCorps programs, Senior Corps programs, and Volunteer Generation funded programs. The efforts of our staff, our programs, and our members' work gives me hope. It gives me hope always, but it's a really important contributor of hope to me during this time. We're doing hard work, we're asking hard questions, and I think we're listening and we're learning, maybe as we always have, or maybe with more intention, but listening and learning to our communities and our community members. And for that, I'm thankful. Tonight it is about being thankful, and it's about the gratitude, the community, and the celebration that brings us all together. The gratitude for the hard work of so many who are continuing to step up and meet the moment through service, in spite of the global pandemic, and really in spite of so many challenges that we never could have imagined 6 months ago. The community, because it is the driving force of why we all do what we do. People. I think we believe in the power of people serving together to make change for society for the better. Collectively, we're a powerful force. So it's essential that we stay connected during this time of physical distancing in order to remember that we are part of something bigger. even if that connecting is through virtual speed networking. And celebration. Once a year, tonight in fact, we get to celebrate the top talent within the state service network for all that they have achieved in their communities and states and for how they have inspired us. So thank you for joining. Please settle in with a beverage of your choice and get ready for a great night. A dose of inspiration and a celebration of national service excellence.
Faced with conflict, I will seek common ground.
Faced with conflict, I will seek common ground.
Faced with adversity, I will persevere. I will carry this commitment with me this year and beyond.
I will carry this commitment with me this year and beyond.
I am an AmeriCorps member. On behalf of 1 million people that surround you today, congratulations and thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Ride like a diamond, shine under pressure. Oh, it's time to fire on up. Oh, it's time to fire on up. Pound on your chest like there's no tomorrow. Just play the game right, no one can follow. Oh, it's time to fire on up. Oh, it's time to fire on up. Heart of a lion, never say never. Kind like a diamond, shine under pressure. It's time to fire on up. It's time to fire on up, yeah. Pound on your chest like there's no tomorrow. Just play the game right, no one can follow. Oh, it's time to fire on up. Oh, it's time to fire on up.
Greetings, everyone, and thank you, Amber, for kicking us off this evening. We're so lucky to have had you serving as our board chair this past year. My name is Kyra Esgate, and I'm CEO of America's Service Commission, or ASC as we're often referred to. As you may know, ASC is the national 501c3 nonprofit association that represents the 52 governor-designated state service commissions across the United States. We work hard every day to support, train, and advocate for commissions and their AmeriCorps state programs, Volunteer Generation Fund grantees, and other community-based initiatives. We also administer the privately funded States for Service Coalition that advocates for expanding national service at the federal, state, and local level. One of the best parts of our job is getting to see the diversity of our network, how each state and territory is doing things uniquely and differently to meet their local needs and priorities through service in a way that makes sense for them. Tonight, you'll get a glimpse of this rich geographic diversity as we recognize talent from across the country. Before we begin, a big thank you to tonight's sponsors for their generous support. Extra special thanks to our gold sponsor, Cigna, underwriter of the Core Network Health Plan and Affordable Care Act compliant health insurance plan for AmeriCorps members nationwide. Thanks also to our silver sponsors, including Get Connected, volunteer management software by Galaxy Digital, which is helping many state commissions and volunteer connector organizations create and manage statewide volunteer portals. We are also grateful to our silver sponsor, On3Learn, who's providing interactive, on-demand, web-based courses for AmeriCorps members, staff, site supervisors, and grant applicants for long-lasting learning, compliance, and impact. And to Volunteer Mississippi, the Mississippi Commission for Volunteer Service, for their support of tonight's event as well. Last but not least, thank you to our bronze sponsor, America Learns, creator of the AmeriCorps Impact Suite, which now offers program officers the ability to do remote member file reviews. Please take a moment to thank our sponsors by visiting them in our exhibit hall, that's virtual this year, and sponsor page to learn more about their products and their services. And thank you to all of our silent auction contributors. There are some fantastic items for you to bid on this year, including the infamous Green Bay Packers autographed football. So make sure that you cast your bids before the auction closes at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight at the conclusion of this event. Just visit our event hub and click on auction to learn more. Finally, thank you to the 2020 Award Review Panel, the ASC Resource Development Committee, as well as the ASC staff team for their help in planning of tonight's event. With that, I'd like to begin our awards presentation, beginning with our Friend of ASC Awards. Let the awards begin.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Brannan, Chief Policy Officer for America's Service Commissions, based in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. It's my privilege to be with you tonight to present this year's Friend of ASC Awards. Since 2005, we have given this award to national leaders who've gone above and beyond to support state service commissions and the field of national service and volunteering. This award is the highest honor presented by ASC and is dedicated only to the most exceptional service champions. Past recipients include Representative DeLauro of Connecticut, Representative Cole of Oklahoma, Senator Blunt of Missouri, Senator Mikulski of Maryland, and the late Senators Cochran of Mississippi and Harris Wofford of Pennsylvania, an all-star group of great Americans and public servants. Tonight, we will honor not one, but three remarkable members of Congress who've played a critical role in advancing the cause of national service and the work of state service commissions, often by working together as bipartisan colleagues to get things done. The first Friend of ASC Award is presented to someone we all know and admire for his commitment to national, community, and public service, Senator Chris Coons of Delaware. Senator Coons was elected to the United States Senate in 2010, where he sits on the Appropriations, Judiciary, Foreign Relations, Small Business, and Entrepreneurship and Ethics Committees. Before coming to the Senate, Chris served as the Newcastle County President and Newcastle County Executive. As a young law student, he founded the Delaware chapter of the I Have a Dream Foundation, which helps low-income students make the academic journey from elementary school through college. After receiving his law degree and clerking on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit, Chris began working at the I Have a Dream's national office, where he launched and ran its AmeriCorps program in 15 cities. He is now a proud co-chair of the National Service Caucus in Congress. Chris lives in Wilmington with his wife, whom he met while serving as a commissioner with the Volunteer Delaware State Service Commission, and their three children. In June, Senator Coons introduced new groundbreaking bipartisan legislation called the CORE Act to expand national service to help the country respond to the health, economic, and social crises facing the nation in the wake of the COVID-19 outbreak. The Cultivating Opportunity and Response to the Pandemic Through Service, or CORE Act, would double the number of AmeriCorps positions available and provide a total of 600,000 service opportunities to unemployed youth and others looking to help their communities overcome COVID-19. Under Senator Coons' leadership, the CORE Act has gained extensive bipartisan support, with a total of 18 co-sponsors, 9 Republicans, 8 Democrats, and 1 independent. We've had the privilege of working with Senator Coons and his team to build even more bipartisan support for the CORE Act from the ground up, including among governors and states. And for all these reasons, we hereby award this 2020 Friend of America's Service Commissions Award to our great champion and friend, Senator Chris Coons of Delaware.
Hello from Wilmington, Delaware. I am honored to receive the Friend of America's Service Commissions Award. National service shaped my own life. I got to see the direct impact on individuals and communities as I ran one of the first national direct AmeriCorps programs now decades ago. We had 150 AmeriCorps members serving in 15 cities, and it was an enthralling, engaging part of my life. I also served on Delaware's Service Commission, and through that service, met my now wife, Annie. It is especially important now, with Americans facing food insecurity, learning loss, health inequities, and natural disasters, that we come together to expand national service. And there are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of Americans looking for the opportunity to serve, to develop skills, and to earn a chance at college. So I've been building bipartisan support for the CORE Act. Senator Roger Wicker of Mississippi and I are among the 18 co-sponsors. As do all of you, we know that national service works. So I'd like to thank Senator Wicker for his partnership as we've worked to push forward the CORE Act. I'd like to thank Volunteer Delaware for their dedication to service and to Delaware, to my friend Paul Calistro, the chair of our Delaware State Commission, and Kanani Munford, the executive director. For America's Service Commissions, thank you for your strong support of the CORE Act, for your work to expand national service, and for your recognition that in this time of national need, we urgently need the transformational power of national service. It gives us an opportunity to unite our nation and build a community-based recovery. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Coons, for all you do for us. The next Friend of Ask Award goes to someone from across the aisle who has worked hand in hand with Senator Coons on the CORE Act to leverage national service for pandemic relief, Senator Roger Wicker of Mississippi. Roger Wicker has represented Mississippi United States Senate since 2007. Prior to serving in the Senate, he was elected 7 times to represent Mississippi's 1st congressional district in the House of Representatives, and previously served in the state Senate. Senator Wicker also served on active duty in the United States Air Force and the Air Force Reserve until 2004, when he retired with the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. His record of public service is decades long. Senator Wicker is now chairman of the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation, and the 2nd highest ranking Republican on the Senate Armed Services Committee. His other committee assignments include Environment and Public Works and the Rules and Administration Committees. Senator Wicker has always been a strong advocate for job creation and economic development initiatives to help keep Mississippians competitive in a global marketplace. He has also actively supported public health issues, including cancer survivorship and efforts to fight heart disease with the American Heart Association. He has been recognized as a champion of polio eradication for his work to wipe out polio worldwide, and as the co-founder of the Senate Malaria and Neglected Tropical Disease Caucus, which works to eliminate these preventable diseases. With his passions for job creation and public health, Senator Wicker became the first Republican co-sponsor of the CORE Act and helped with the GOP outreach to ensure that this bill would be as bipartisan as possible. A proud member of the National Service Caucus, Senator Wicker understands that programs like AmeriCorps and Senior Corps bring essential opportunities to Mississippians who want to give back to their communities while gaining new skills. He keeps in close contact with the State Service Commission, Volunteer Mississippi, and he had the opportunity to visit AmeriCorps teams deployed along the Gulf Coast. On behalf of America's Service Commissions, we hereby award the 2020 Friend of Ask Award to our great champion and friend, Senator Roger Wicker of Mississippi.
Hello from the United States Senate. It is an honor to receive this award from America's Service Commissions. For more than 80 years, patriotic Americans have expressed their love of country through national service. Programs like AmeriCorps and Senior Corps have lifted our communities during times of desperate need. I know this firsthand as a Mississippian. When Hurricane Katrina ripped through our Gulf Coast, AmeriCorps members were there to lend a helping hand. We will never forget those selfless men and women who came to help. Today, that same tradition of service is improving life for countless Americans amid the coronavirus pandemic. I want to thank the 75,000 AmeriCorps members who are serving our communities on the front lines today. I also want to thank the Volunteer Mississippi Commission for their tireless work to ensure national service benefits residents in every corner of our state. We need more of these efforts. Senator Chris Coons and I have introduced the CORE Act, a bill that would dramatically expand national service positions during this pandemic. As we continue our work in Congress, know that our country is better off because of the work you do every day. You're making us all proud. Keep up the great work.
The final Friend of Ask Award tonight is for someone who has had a profound impact on the work of state commissions in their efforts to support volunteer engagement, Congressman Dave Loebsack. Currently serving his 7th and final term in the United States House of Representatives, Congressman Loebsack represents Iowa's 2nd Congressional District, which encompasses much of eastern and southern Iowa. Congressman Loebsack grew up in poverty in Sioux City, but went on to earn a bachelor's, master's, and PhD degree before becoming a college professor. He says he is living proof of how community support can make a difference in people's lives. As a result, he has dedicated his adult life to helping people find opportunity and hope, including through his strong support of national service, community volunteerism, and the Volunteer Iowa State Service Commission. Tonight, we honor Congressman Loebsack before his upcoming retirement to thank him for his many years of public service and for the especially critical role he played back in 2009. It is because of Congressman Loebsack that the Volunteer Generation Fund, VGF program, was created after he introduced VGF as an amendment to the bipartisan Edward M. Kennedy Serve America Act. Upon being signed into law by President Obama, this monumental reauthorization legislation significantly boosted not only AmeriCorps and Senior Corps, but our sector's capacity to recruit, manage, and train community volunteers nationwide. On behalf of America's Service Commissions, we hereby award this 2020 Friend of Ask Award, again, to a wonderful champion and great friend of our network, Congressman Dave Loebsack of Iowa.
Hi, I'm Congressman Dave Loebsack from Iowa's 2nd Congressional District. I'm honored to be joining you for this event and to be receiving the 2020 Friend of ASC Award. I want to thank America's Service Commissions for all they do to promote service across our nation. Throughout my time in office, I've had the privilege of working with AmeriCorps and their volunteers along with the Volunteer Iowa Commission. In the aftermath of the floods of 2008, Iowans got to see firsthand all of the work Volunteers with AmeriCorps did to help devastated communities clean up and rebuild. The people of Iowa are grateful for all they did to help us recover. After the floods of 2008, I worked to get the Volunteer Generation Fund signed into law. This fund was included as an amendment to the Edward M. Kennedy Serve America Act in 2009 and signed into law by President Obama. This program helps to develop volunteer infrastructure and build the capacity of communities to help to accept and utilize volunteers. And I'm pleased that the Volunteer Iowa program has benefited from this. Since our nation's founding, the secret to our success has been its ability to come together for the common good when others are in need. I've been pleased to work with groups like America's Service Commissions to get more folks interested in serving their neighbors. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, everybody can be great because everybody can serve. It doesn't matter how old you are, where you live, or what profession you may have. By giving your time and energy to assisting those in need, you can have a direct impact on someone's life. Our country's history was built on service, and service must be a bright part of its future too. As I'm leaving office, I look forward to continuing to serve our communities. Thank you again for this award, and have a great evening.
Thank you, Congressman Loebsack, and happy retirement. Hello, I'm Emily Steinberg, Director of External Affairs for America's Service Commissions, joining you tonight from Austin, Texas. I have the honor of presenting our next category, the State Service Leadership Award. This award recognizes state and local leaders who have taken concrete action to leverage national service and volunteerism to meet their community's most pressing needs in a strategic or unique way. For 2020, we're thrilled to present this award not to one, but to three incredible individuals. The first of whom is Michael Tubbs, Mayor of Stockton, California. Elected in 2016, Michael Tubbs is a Stockton native, a product of Stockton Public Schools, and Stockton's youngest and first Black mayor. Named as one of Fortune's top 40 under 40, the Forbes 30 under 30, and the Roots 100 list, Mayor Tubbs has shown great leadership paired with an ambitious agenda. In 2019, Mayor Tubbs launched the Stockton Service Corps to dramatically increase the number of AmeriCorps fellows serving the Stockton community by 2025 to improve educational outcomes and address social inequities in Stockton. Stockton is the first city in California to harness a full cradle-to-career AmeriCorps strategy that will help schools and neighborhoods tackle long-standing educational inequities through service fellowships. The Stockton Service Corps enables residents of the city to serve students and families in their own community. What's unique about this strategy is Mayor Tubbs' personal commitment to helping AmeriCorps members contribute to the local economy by earning a stipend and developing workforce skills through enhanced training and leadership development. Over the course of a year, fellows support students with reading and writing tutoring, promoting restorative justice and socio-emotional wellness, and mentoring young people, particularly first-generation students, as they navigate to high school and transition to and through college. Mayor Tubbs' vision represents the city's passion and commitment to an emerging culture of collaboration and solidarity. Through his leadership, Stockton has become a real-world center in demonstrating how cities can foster civic engagement and advance systemic change, especially to support historically disenfranchised communities. Mayor Tubbs is a staunch supporter of national service, who has effectively leveraged his mayoral platform to elevate national service. We are proud to award the 2020 State Service Leadership Award to Mayor Michael Tubbs.
Well, thank you so much for the recognition, the kind introduction, the reward that really speaks to what I love most about Stockton, this ethos of service, this ethos as my mom taught me growing up, the greatest of you is the servant. The idea of service as a way to create community change. I think particularly during this time where we're in a pandemic of health, a reckoning on race, and in California, a pandemic with wildfires, it's more important than ever to recognize the need to be good neighbors and to be in service of each other. And the Stockton Service Corps is an example of that. So I want to thank Cal volunteers, I want to thank AmeriCorps, and I want to thank the 100+ Stockton Service Corps members who are modeling not just for the city, but for the nation, what it means to stand up and answer the call to serve when it's needed the most. As a young person who was born and raised in Stockton, I look at the AmeriCorps members as the mentors, the guides, the friends, the Sherpas that me, my classmates, my school needed as we were growing up. And understanding that it really does take a village to raise a whole child. So in Stockton, we are committed to cradle to career interventions for our children. We're creative to collective impact, and we're committed, to ensure that service helps make all those things happen. So again, thank you so much for the award. Thank you, California volunteers, and thank you so much to the Stockton Service Corps members, to Sonali and Lang Luntau for their amazing job at leading this effort. To our friends, Josh Friday and others at California Volunteers. Ia, thank you. We look forward to continuing to serve because greatness is noted by service.
Our next two State Service Leadership Awards are for two state legislators from very different states, both of whom are exemplary AmeriCorps alumni who have continued on a trajectory of service in their careers. Both are extremely personally passionate about making AmeriCorps more accessible and attractive to all in their home states. The next State Service Leadership Award is presented to someone many of you know through his involvement with the States for Service Coalition, and that is State Representative Matt Wilhelm of New Hampshire. Matt represents New Hampshire's Hillsborough 42nd District in Manchester. He is a former AmeriCorps team leader with City Year, New Hampshire, and ServeNext grassroots organizer who mobilized AmeriCorps alumni to make civilian national service a priority in the 2008 presidential primary. Today, Matt is a graduate of the New Politics Academy. He is a gubernatorial appointee to the Volunteer New Hampshire State Service Commission Board of Directors and the chair of the state's Service Year Workforce Commission, which he helped found to look at ways to attract younger people to New Hampshire's workforce. Most recently, Representative Wilhelm proposed and helped launch the inaugural New Hampshire COVID Community Care Corps, known as the NH-C, with 16 AmeriCorps members and the support of Governor Chris Sununu to directly support the state's response to the coronavirus pandemic. Matt has also been working on piloting 2 other national service program models, Concert Corps and the Granite Service Scholars. Matt brings a fresh perspective and bold service-focused leadership to the largest and oldest state legislature in the country. We are proud to award the 2020 State Service Leadership Award to State Representative Matt Wilhelm of New Hampshire.
Hi, everyone. Although we're not able to gather in person, I'm really grateful for the chance to connect with you all virtually. Thanks to America's Service Commissions for this honor and for your leadership and advocacy every single day on behalf of our 52 state service commissions across the country, including Volunteer New Hampshire, on whose board I am proud to serve. As an AmeriCorps alum, I understand and fiercely believe in the power and potential of national service, especially when brought to scale, and there's no better opportunity to do that right now than for Congress to pass the bipartisan CORE Act. It would create hundreds of thousands of new service jobs over the next 3 years, provide AmeriCorps programs with the flexibility they need to respond to conditions on the ground. It would remove barriers for historically marginalized communities to serve by raising the living stipend and the education award. And it would help communities respond to and recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, all while putting folks back to work. So thanks for all you're doing to let Congress know that we need to pass the CORE Act right now. And thanks to the States for Service Coalition for being so gracious and sharing your platform with me to share some of the work that we've been doing at the New Hampshire State House to expand workforce pathways from service year programs to an affordable college degree or credential and a meaningful career in order to power our state's economy in the decades to come. There's just so much that state legislatures can and should be doing to strengthen the national service movement. We're really just starting to scratch the surface. So let's keep at it. We know that we have a brilliant, data-informed, pressure-tested, cost-effective, bipartisan public policy tool to help address so many of the challenges that we face as a country. So thanks for all you're doing during these challenging times. Let's keep spreading the word, recruiting new advocates and allies and champions, and I look forward to seeing you all in person as soon as it's safe to do so.
Congratulations, Representative Wilhelm. And now our third and final State Service Leadership Award goes to another inspiring AmeriCorps alum, State Senator Tony Vargas of Nebraska. Senator Vargas has devoted his career to public service and advocacy. He is the proud son of immigrants, a first-generation college graduate turned Nebraska State Senator. Elected to the legislature in 2016, Senator Vargas has focused his efforts on championing equity in education, juvenile justice, college affordability, technology, and healthcare access. A member of the State Appropriations Committee, he has led efforts to prioritize state funding for the most vulnerable, especially children and families from low-income backgrounds. Previously, Senator Vargas was a school board member of the Omaha Board of Education, serving more than 52,000 students. In 2018, he was named a Presidential Leadership Scholar by the Presidential Libraries of Presidents George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George H.W. Bush, and Lyndon B. Johnson. But Tony, as he's known to our field, began his career as a public school teacher, serving as an AmeriCorps member with Teach for America for 2 years. That is why in 2019, he introduced State Legislative Bill 477, which would provide a state tax exemption for recipients of the AmeriCorps Education Award, making sure that members who work tirelessly to better Nebraska are awarded in full for their service. Throughout the process, Senator Vargas consulted with local AmeriCorps programs and the Serve Nebraska Commission to ensure the final bill would be as beneficial as possible to AmeriCorps members on the ground. And as of a few weeks ago, we are proud to report that LB 477 was signed into law by Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts and will take effect with the next tax season. For all of these reasons and more, we proudly present the final Ask State Service Leadership Award to Senator Tony Vargas of Nebraska.
Hi from Nebraska. Now I'm proud to serve as a state senator in the Nebraska legislature, and it is an honor to receive the ASC State Service Leadership Award from America's Service Commissions. Now I do this work because I believe national service is needed in our country now more than ever. I'm a first-generation American, the youngest son of Peruvian immigrants who settled in New York. I was in the first generation of my family to go to college, and I proudly went on to serve as an AmeriCorps member in New York City as a teacher through Teach for America, where I also eventually met my wife, a fellow AmeriCorps alumni. Now, 8 years ago, my wife and I moved to Nebraska, where we continued our service in our new home state. These last 4 years as state senator, I've supported Serve Nebraska Commission and its AmeriCorps members by encouraging continued service in our community and by passing state legislation to remove barriers for people to serve. Our members impact the lives of thousands of Nebraskans, and most recently, they were there for us during our devastating and historic floods last year and this year through the COVID-19 pandemic. I've been thrilled to support our AmeriCorps members, and I look forward to continuing that support in our state. I'd like to thank the Serve Nebraska Commission, its commissioners, and its Executive Director, Kathleen Plager, for the nomination. It is truly an honor. Now, please remember, service to our neighbors and our community is how we demonstrate our love of country and is the exact spirit we need across our nation right now. Thank you to all the award winners for their continued spirit of service and to the America Service Commission for this honor. Thank you.
It's now my distinct pleasure to start the presentation of the 2020 Innovation and Leadership Awards for those in our field. Those individual and organizational leaders who are making a lasting difference through service back in their home communities and having a positive impact on others around them. A great leader is what can bring an organization to new levels of success. Leadership is both an art and a science, and these leaders understand that success is not just focusing on numbers and outcomes, but developing and elevating those around you along the way. Like last year, this year's nomination process was highly competitive as we received a wealth of inspiring nominations from across the country. Tonight, we will present awards in 5 categories: Outstanding Commissioner, Commission Executive Director, Commission Staff Member, Service Program, and Service Program Staff Member. Our first award of the evening is the Award for Outstanding Commissioner. As board members who provide essential guidance and oversight, commissioners are a critical component of State Service Commission success. The counsel they provide commission staff is invaluable in advancing national service and volunteering throughout the country. This year, the 2020 Outstanding Commissioner Award is presented to Mr. Paul Calistro of Wilmington, Delaware, who was nominated by a fellow commissioner. A nationally recognized leader in social services, community redevelopment, and nonprofit management, Mr. Calistro has served as Executive Director of Weston Neighborhood House since 1991. He is also the founder of Cornerstone West Community Development Corporation and has been its president and CEO since 1999. A native of Chicago, Paul relocated to Delaware in the late 1970s to begin a 12-year stint with the Salvation Army and was later elected mayor of Newport, where he served for 8 years. Despite having offers to serve in cabinet-level positions over the years, Paul has remained at West End to work in the community. However, in 2019, he responded to Governor John Carney's request to serve on the Delaware Commission on Community Service and Volunteerism. Paul was elected chair at his first meeting. Since joining the commission, Paul has leveraged his stature among community leaders, policymakers, banks, corporations, and foundations to further volunteerism and service. His testimony before the Joint Finance Committee of the Delaware Legislature last year resulted in the restoration of $200,000 in state funding for the State Office of Volunteerism that otherwise would have been lost. In 2020, Paul also played an active role in advising Senator Coons on the legislation that became the CORE Act, seeking to double AmeriCorps and national service to aid in COVID-19 relief and recovery efforts. Finally, under Paul's leadership, the Commission itself has undergone remarkable transformation, including a collaborative and detailed strategic planning process, an increase in the Commission's diversity and service expertise, and the development of a vibrant and dynamic web portal where citizens can be matched to volunteer opportunities. For all these reasons, we present the Outstanding Commissioner Award to Mr. Paul Calistro.
Thank you. I'm truly honored to receive this award today. But I'm truly more grateful to work with a wonderful group of people who make up the Delaware Commission, much like the 52 other commissions throughout this nation. You know, there are 1,000 people who serve on commissions across America who are finding local solutions to complex problems. And we've had a lot of struggles this year, not just COVID-19, which we've all been affected by, but if you think about out west, the fires, down south, the hurricanes. We've had a lot of struggles in which volunteerism has brought our communities closer together instead of farther apart. You know, I believe volunteerism is the way that brings our nation together. And I am truly grateful for all the work each of you do, and I am honored again to receive this award.
Congratulations to Paul and all of our honorees so far. My name is Rachel Bruns, and I serve as Deputy Director for America's Service Commissions, and I'm based in Des Moines, Iowa. The next award is reserved for a special individual who demonstrates unparalleled leadership and innovative thinking to get things done in their state as Outstanding Commission Executive Director. In the words of Albert Einstein, the leader is one who, out of the clutter, brings simplicity, out of discord, harmony, and out of difficulty, opportunity. Our next honoree has been doing just that in her home state of Idaho. This year, the Outstanding Commission Executive Director Award goes to Renee Bade of Serve Idaho, the Governor's Commission on Service and Volunteerism. Renee was nominated by one of her staff who writes, "When I think of a true public servant, I think of Renee Bade." Community service has been a large part of Renee's life from an early stage. She began volunteering in Head Start classrooms at the age of 8 and is now Community Service Chair for the Boise Centennial Rotary Club and a former chair of Boise Young Professionals. When Renee first came to Serve Idaho, the Commission's capacity was limited. There were few policies and procedures, and national service programming in the state was a challenge. Because Idaho is a rural state and organizational capacity to host AmeriCorps grants is limited, Renee has spent the past 6 years creatively leveraging her relationships and building partnerships to develop new AmeriCorps planning grants, service locations, and multi-site intermediaries to build a national service presence statewide. Renee's true magic power is collaborating with and attracting new partners. Renee's collaborations with local partners such as the Idaho Nonprofit Center, Idaho Community Foundation, Idaho Human Rights Commission, Southwest Idaho Directors of Volunteer Services, United Way, and Idaho Public Broadcasters to meet Idaho's needs is truly innovative. With only 2 full-time staff members, Renee's ability to expand these partnerships to build Serve Idaho's capacity should not be understated or go unnoticed. Because of her efforts, Renee and her team were also able to host the 2019 ASC National Service Regional Training Conference in Boise for the first time. Renee has continued to help other commissions as well, traveling to Oregon to offer her expertise and serving on the ASC Accelerator Work Group in an effort to build the capacity of all state service commissions. Please join me in recognizing Renee Bade of Idaho as the Outstanding Commission Executive Director of the Year.
Hello from beautiful Boise, Idaho. I am humbled to receive this award from America's Service Commissions this evening. I do this work not only because it makes a difference in the communities where we live, but also because it builds the next generation of public servants. And from meeting with and speaking to our AmeriCorps members here in Idaho, I'm excited to see what important work they will complete going forward in their lives. I would like to thank my amazing staff, Kristen, Kim, and Lisa. We may be a small team, but we sure are mighty, and it's only because of them this evening that I am receiving this award. I would also like to thank our commissioners, who not only have believed in me for the last 6 years, but have gone above and beyond to support Serve Idaho as we strive for continuous improvement. As I receive this award, I realize that we are in unprecedented times in our nation. When I read the news or I listen to the radio, I am overwhelmed by just how much work needs to be done. But I am inspired as I watch our AmeriCorps members serve their communities and realize just how much good is taking place. Thank you again for this amazing honor.
Congratulations, Renee. Next, I'm excited to present this year's Outstanding Commission Staff Member Award, which goes to not one, but 2 recipients this year. This award is reserved for an individual commission staff member who demonstrates leadership, implements innovative strategies to get things done, and provides consistent service to programs to realize success. The first Outstanding Commission Staff Award goes to Sarah Sadowski of Serve Montana, the Governor's Office of Community Service. Nominated by a local AmeriCorps program, Sarah has been the grants manager for the Montana Commission for 6 years, but a lifelong advocate of service. A proud AmeriCorps alum, Sarah served 2 terms as VISTA in both Alaska and Montana before becoming a program director of a youth mentoring program. Sarah is a guiding light for the Montana Commission. She recruits commissioners and staff who represent a diverse and thoughtful array of Montanans. She works tirelessly to engage with Montana's 13 Native American tribes and to ensure that national service programs are engaging with underserved and rural populations. With every free moment, Sarah travels across the state, reaching out to new potential partners. Montana program directors consistently reflect on the random yet welcome phone calls from Sarah as she identifies new potential partners for a given AmeriCorps program. As one program director remarks, "Heads up, Sarah is out spreading the good word, so expect a phone call in the next 2 weeks." Minutes later, the program received a call from what is now their longest standing tribal partner with the Blackfeet Nation, all thanks to Sarah. Every year, Montana ranks in the top 10 of state volunteerism, due in no small part to Sarah's ability to find new ways to engage our communities in service. Sarah is known to all as a wise and vibrant presence in national service. Her personality radiates the best qualities of service to others, and her energy and passion is infectious. She was the lead author of Montana's last 2 state service plans and leads a team each year in the planning and facilitation of an event called the Serve Montana Symposium. The event convenes more than 300 AmeriCorps state, national, VISTA, and NCCC members and staff from across Montana for member development workshops, in-service training, and a citywide service project to collect food donations for Helena Food Share's Kid Packs program. Sarah has also provided proactive support to Montana AmeriCorps programs as they navigate the challenges of COVID-19. When the pandemic hit, she quickly formed a weekly call with programs across the state to voice concerns, learn from each other, and share mitigation strategies. She provided counsel, interpreted federal guidance, and has done everything in her power to support national service in Montana during the pandemic so members can continue providing invaluable service safely and effectively. I'm proud to present the 2020 Outstanding Commission Staff Award to Sarah Sadowski.
Hello, everyone. Warm greetings from Helena, Montana. It is an absolute surprise and an honor to receive this award from America's Service Commissions. ASC. Thank you, ASC, and thank you, all of you. I so wish I could be in person with you. I see my role in the commission as service. The Office of Community Service here in Montana is a fantastic position. I do this work because I believe in the transformative power of serving. For those of you that know me, you know I could just talk off the cuff all about service, but I actually went and made some notes today. AmeriCorps provides opportunities for individuals to learn and grow while serving people and places across Montana and across our country. It's totally awesome. National service and volunteerism changes who we are within ourselves and in our community. The National Service dream is fulfilled when those who once served become contributors, serving from their whole self. The orphan can become a mentor. The student can become a teacher. The city person can immerse themselves in nature. Restored public and ancestral lands become outdoor classrooms and sacred places. Speaking of service, it takes a community, this community, all of you, and of course a lot of computering to make AmeriCorps in Montana as special as it is. I just want to say thank you to Mr. Wilson, you know who you are, my longtime colleague and nominator, Director Dan Ritter of the Office of Community Service, my colleagues in the OCS staff, past and present, my service sister, Shannon Stober, the Montana program staff who make our programs so awesome every day, and of course my mom, who made the trip to Alaska during the first term of service so many years ago. And to all of you, my colleagues in state service commissions, it sure is more fun when we're in person, isn't it? We fight e-grants and we adapt due to COVID. And let's be real, it's been exhausting. The season will pass, and we've got to remember what it really means when we say we are getting things done. We're taking action. We stand on the common ground. We are persevering and we are committed this year and beyond. We're transforming people and places, and in the process, improving ourselves and our nation. It's an honor to serve this country alongside of you. Again, thank you. Enjoy wherever you are around the country.
Congratulations, Sarah. And now for the second Outstanding Commission Staff Award for 2020, which goes to Jacqueline Kolar of One Star Foundation. Jacqueline serves as Director of National Service in Texas, overseeing both the AmeriCorps State Grant Portfolio and the Commission's statewide VISTA Intermediary Project. Jacqueline first came to One Star as a program officer in 2015 before being promoted to manager and now director. Prior to joining One Star, Jacqueline spent 5 years working at the Travis County 4-H Capital AmeriCorps program in Austin. She's a 2-time AmeriCorps alum, serving first as a VISTA in Vermont and then a VISTA leader in Texas. Jacqueline is a fierce and articulate advocate for Texas AmeriCorps programs. When new challenges emerge for the field to manage, she effectively voices those concerns, but also potential solutions to mitigate them. She has been sought out as a thought partner for the local Serve Austin Recruitment Collaborative, helping the consortium better leverage private foundation dollars with federal grant funds to boost AmeriCorps member benefits and incentivize recruitment and retention. The advent of COVID-19 has put incredible pressure on the national service and nonprofit sectors. In response, Jacqueline and her team created an immediate COVID-19 planning grant process that enabled existing AmeriCorps programs to adapt and receive additional risk management support for COVID-19 safety protocols to continue or even expand their services. It took Jacqueline only 5 days to put together the COVID-19 planning grant opportunity and get it out the door. It was March 30th, only 2 weeks after most shelter-in-place orders had begun. Under Jacqueline's leadership, One Star was able to quickly fund 15 emergency COVID grant applications, totaling over $920,000 in just 2 weeks, breakneck speed in federal grant management. In the weeks following, other commissions were able to use Jacqueline's materials to make similar grants available in their states. Jacqueline's ingenuity and work ethic have also enabled One Star to develop a groundbreaking COVID-19 partnership with the Texas Department of State Health Services to engage AmeriCorps members in contact tracing to alleviate coronavirus in Texas. For all of these reasons and more, we present Jacqueline Kolar the 2020 Outstanding Commission Staff Award.
Hello, and greetings from Austin, Texas. I am unbelievably excited to be receiving this award from America's Service Commissions. To be recognized among a group of people, which I think are probably the smartest out there, other commission staff, is truly an honor. This program year marks my 13th year with AmeriCorps, and when I think about why I chose a career in national service, it's really because of the people that I get to work with every day. Looking out in the world right now, it's so easy to just see challenges, but to be surrounded by a group of people that not only care about their communities and want to make a difference, but are also creative and strategic and thoughtful and have the tools to affect real change gives me hope. Thank you for this award. It truly is an honor.
Hello, my name is Elisa Gleason, and I am ASC's Membership and Training Manager, coming to you recorded from Pflugerville, Texas. How are y'all doing out there? Having fun? Have you bid on some silent auction items yet? Well, hang on just a few minutes longer, because tonight I am pleased to present the Outstanding Service Program Award. Service programs commit themselves to making a difference in the communities they serve. They can include programs such as AmeriCorps State and National, VISTA, Senior Corps, including Senior Companions, Foster Grandparents, and RSVP. Mentoring programs, Volunteer Generation Fund, volunteer centers, and others using service as a core strategy to solve their community's most pressing needs. The nominee in this category must perform meaningful service, maintain a strong record of compliance, and demonstrate a lasting impact on their members, community, and state. This year, the 2020 Outstanding Service Program Award goes to United Way of King County's AmeriCorps program in Seattle, Washington. United Way of King County is a serious overachiever when it comes to service strategy. They serve as a volunteer center, an AmeriCorps state program through the Serve Washington Commission, the host of a Washington Service Corps team, a VISTA and VISTA Summer Associate program, and AmeriCorps NCCC partner. The organization has maintained and grown its commitment to volunteerism since becoming a volunteer center in 1967. They are a designated employer of national service, and today, almost 20% of their workforce are AmeriCorps or Peace Corps alumni. United Way of King County's core mission areas are fighting homelessness, breaking the cycle of poverty, and helping students graduate. Not only are the efforts aligned, they are evidence-based and driven by community need. More than 12% of families in King County live in poverty, and the community is facing an affordable housing crisis and rapidly rising homeless rates. When data showed how unexpected financial setbacks were impacting local graduation rates at community colleges, United Way of King County deployed national service as a strategy, using multiple streams of service to help break the cycle of poverty. Using multiple streams of national service requires a deep understanding of the differences between service streams and nuanced federal requirements, and a strong investment from leadership to support a high-quality national service program. United Way of King County has truly excelled in this complex deployment and continues to step up in community and state conversations to highlight why and how service really works. We are so pleased to present this award to United Way of King County.
Greetings from Seattle, Washington. On behalf of United Way of King County, I am honored
to accept the 2020 Outstanding Program Service Award from America's Service Commissions. At United Way, we work every day to build a community where people have homes, students graduate, and families are financially stable. None of that would be possible without the incredible support of hundreds of AmeriCorps and Vista members who fuel our programs each and every year. As a proud alumna of both AmeriCorps and Vista, I know just how critical national service is. And I have been so inspired by the people who have stepped up to serve during the COVID-19 pandemic. In our community, they are helping provide food, housing, and other resources to families experiencing homelessness, to low-income college students, and to families who are struggling to get by every day. And they're doing so in an equitable and just way. None of this would be possible without the incredible support of the Washington Service Corps, Serve Washington, the AmeriCorps Vista Office, and the Corporation for National and Community Service. At United Way, we love AmeriCorps because it helps create impact today and a pipeline of civically engaged leaders for tomorrow. And what could be better than that? Thank you so much for this incredible award. We look forward to continuing to grow our AmeriCorps family and the impact we have together.
And now, I'm happy to present the Outstanding Service Program Staff Member Award, which was a new award category as of last year. Those of us working in the field of national and community service know that operating a service program is no small feat. It takes a tremendous amount of time, effort, patience, perseverance, managerial skill, and vision. It also requires the humility and willingness to engage in continuous learning and improvement to keep programs operating successfully and compliantly year after year. This new award category is reserved for an individual service program staff member who has demonstrated consistent leadership and dedication to get things done through service. The 2020 Outstanding Service Program Staff Member Award goes to Gail Clearman, Managing Attorney and AmeriCorps Project Director of Iowa Legal Aid. With more than 30 years of legal and supervisory experience, Gail has dedicated her entire legal career to public service. She has been with Iowa Legal Aid since 1992 and AmeriCorps Project Director since 2005, where she oversees member orientation, training, and support for the AmeriCorps members and their host site attorneys. Gail was nominated by the Volunteer Iowa Commission, who often seeks Gail's feedback when developing new program policies. Documents or templates. When a new requirement comes up, it is usually Gail who drafts the best language, and soon enough, that language becomes the standard as one by one other Iowa programs adopt it for themselves. Gail takes pride in the accomplishments of the Iowa Legal Aid AmeriCorps program and its members, which shows her dedication to the program. Gail also often jokes that she hopes to sway AmeriCorps members who aspire to be lawyers to choose a better profession. However, many go on to law school after serving with Iowa Legal Aid after witnessing Gail's compassion, dedication, and commitment to serving low-income and vulnerable Iowans. Gail's role as a leader within Iowa Legal Aid has enabled her to use the AmeriCorps program to pilot new ideas for carrying out Iowa Legal Aid's work, including the Health and Law Project and divorce clinics to empower Iowans legally. Gail has also worked hard to recruit AmeriCorps members with foreign language skills to expand the organization's services to clients with limited English proficiency and represent clients more effectively. More recently, the program under Gail's leadership has established recruiting partnerships with schools of social work in the state after realizing that many clients have additional social service needs beyond their legal problems. While many challenges have arisen due to COVID-19, Gale has been instrumental in ensuring that AmeriCorps members continue to provide essential services to vulnerable Iowans. Under Gale's leadership, 10 AmeriCorps members from Iowa Legal Aid got involved to help vulnerable Iowans experiencing COVID-related legal problems and to operate the COVID-19 Legal Advice Hotline. It is a free service available to Iowans experiencing legal issues due to the public health crisis in partnership with the Iowa State Bar Association and the Polk County Bar Association's Volunteer Lawyers Project. For her tireless effort and support of her AmeriCorps members, we hereby present the 2020 Outstanding Service Program Staff Award to Gail Clearman of Iowa Legal Aid AmeriCorps.
Greetings from Des Moines, Iowa. I am so honored to receive this award from America's Service Commissions. I accept it while standing on the shoulders of many people within national service and Iowa Legal Aid. To everyone at Volunteer Iowa who has worked tirelessly to help build strong, impactful national service programs that provide and meet the basic needs of our most vulnerable residents and provide AmeriCorps members with exciting and life-changing opportunities. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for nominating me for this award. To everyone at Iowa Legal Aid who has given me the opportunity to work with you in the exciting, exhausting, and inspiring daily work that help us realize our mission of ensuring that hope, dignity, and justice are a reality for all Iowans, regardless of income. Thank you. And to the hundreds of AmeriCorps members who have served with us, thank you for joining us in this quest of making equal access to justice a reality. Seeing your elation as you realize you've helped a victim of domestic violence achieve safety, or you've helped a family avoid homelessness, or you've helped a senior protect basic necessities, you inspire and move me every single day. Thank you.
Our final awards of the evening are the Ask Honor Roll. We created the Honor Roll in 2016 to recognize those former state service leaders who have blazed a trail and left behind a lasting impact on our field. This year, we are pleased to welcome 2 new inductees to our Hall of Fame, Mr. Stacy Higa of Hawaii and Mr. Bill Hulterstrom of Utah. First, we'll start with Stacy. Stacy recently retired from the Hawaii Commission for National and Community Service after 26 years in the field of national service. He has been involved with the AmeriCorps since 1994 when he was appointed by Governor Cayetano to the commission. He later became chair and eventually executive director. Stacy is a lover of all things AmeriCorps, an incredible event planner, once known to put on an AmeriCorps 20th anniversary event at 5 a.m. dawn Hawaii time to coincide with the national celebration, and an avid promoter of the AmeriCorps logo and brand across the island. He is also actively involved with the community as a former chair of the Hawaii County Council, recent mayoral candidate, entrepreneur, lifelong resident, and now enjoying a new role as president and CEO of the nonprofit Nalea TV. Stacy also served as a 2-term member of the Ask Board and is a friend to all. We will miss him dearly at Ask and AmeriCorps events, but we are grateful for his years of support and friendship. We hereby induct Mr. Stacy Higa of Hawaii to the America's Service Commission's Honor Roll. Congratulations, Stacy.
Aloha, and thank you to Ask for nominating and accepting me into the Honor Roll. It is with great humility that I accept this honor, and I would be remiss if I did not mention and acknowledge Tracy Lee, Alfred Robello, Reynold Lee, Joyce Santiago, Isaac Watson, Doris Ching, Mike Kennefek, and many others who have helped me throughout my entire career. I am so proud of AmeriCorps, and I am even prouder of Ask. Volunteerism and community service is so very important for our nation. In Hawaii, we speak Pidgin English, and I want to leave you with my favorite saying, tweaked a little bit for AmeriCorps. For AmeriCorps, if can, can. And if no can, nope, AmeriCorps always can. Thanks again, and aloha from the great state of Hawaii.
Our final honor roll inductee is Mr. Bill Hulterstrom of Provo, Utah. Bill is known to all as ASC's longest-standing board member and supporter. Since our inception as the Association of State Service Commissions, Bill has always kept a watchful eye to ensure ASC built the capacity and infrastructure we needed to meet our mission. In our earlier years, Bill helped guide ASC through some of our most challenging times and made sure our association not only survived, but eventually thrived. Bill began his career working at the Utah Special Olympics, where he served as project director. Soon thereafter, he accepted a position at United Way of Utah County, where after only 2 years, he was promoted to president and CEO, a position he still holds today. Bill has distinguished himself as a recognized leader and trainer in the areas of volunteering, board governance, nonprofit leadership, and community building. Over the past 30 years, he has conducted hundreds of workshops and trained thousands of individuals in more than 30 states, Canada, and Ghana, including leading many workshops at ASC regional conferences on an annual basis. He served as the first vice chair of the Utah Commission on Volunteers, now UServe Utah, and also served as president of the board of Utah Directors of Volunteers, and has been involved with the Utah County Homeless Coordinating Committee, Hogle Zoo, Intermountain Healthcare, and Mountainland Head Start. Bill is officially retiring from the ASC Board of Directors this year after many years of service over the decades, but you can be sure we will continue to seek his wise counsel. Welcome to the honor roll, Mr. Bill Hulterstrom. Congratulations, Bill.
Hi, everybody. Sure wish we were all together there in Washington celebrating this annual ASC event. Wow, I finally made the honor roll. My mother would be so proud. More seriously, I really am honored to be recognized by ASC for the fun work we've had for the last numerous years in supporting national service. I can't tell you how great it's been to work with everybody. My mother has always told me that you judge by the people you hang with. And hanging with this crowd has done well for all of us and certainly done well for me. So thank you very much. Have a great evening.
And with that, congratulations to all of our 2020 honorees. You certainly make us proud and shine a light of hope for all of us during these difficult times and during normal times. A final word of thanks to all of you for joining us at our first ever virtual ASC Innovation and Leadership Award. Thank you to the sponsors and celebrating state silent auction donors for your financial support of America's Service Commissions. For those of you that would like to still make another donation or make a new donation to ASC in lieu of the cost of a ticket, please check out the donations page of this event site or visit us at statecommissions.org. Your donations support ASC's continued work advocating for our priorities as a state service network. This is also your last chance for silent auction bids, so get a bid in, but if I have bid on something as I normally do, try not to outbid me. That would be much appreciated. The auction site will close at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Winners will be notified electronically. Thank you, as always, for inspiring us to unite in service. Good night, and remember that while we stay safe through physical distancing, we can continue to stay socially connected.